Where's Bill?
That I prepared. The first thing I wanted to acknowledge was Mari. Tonight was not necessarily supposed to be tonight. It got moved around a bunch of times, and it's all because of me. And I want to apologize for anyone who had to cancel anything else. I'm the reason you had to. So Mari changed the date so that I can make it. And I just want to thank her publicly in front of everyone. Now on to the speech, I guess. 8 months and 4 days ago, Tom gave me a call, and he said, Bill, I just went to Gus Kreider's wedding, and Will Kreider gave the best man speech ever in the history of the world. And he just kept going on and on and on and on for about 10 minutes. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, I will never give a best man speech to Will Kreider. There's nothing I can do. Tom is apparently in love with Will Kreider. And one of my first fears was whether I was going to lose my best man, and Will was going to take my place. Luckily, that isn't the case, and I'm up here today. So, what Tom described me, what Will said was that, great as the kick line was, Gus, you're balding. And that was what clinched it. I'm sorry. And I was thinking to myself, I said, what can you say about Tom that will be so funny, like you're balding? And it occurred to me that I'm balding. So I really shouldn't say anything because he's going to be my best man in a few years. If I get there. So instead of trying to make a bunch of jokes, I'm going to tell you what it's like to be Tom's little brother for the last 23 years. It won't take that long, I promise. It won't take that long. The first half of my life, I adored Tom. It wasn't even a joke. Honestly, everything Tom did, a lot of people come up to me and said, boy, you sound just like Tom. Your voice is identical to Tom. I thought it was Tom speaking to me. That's because I mimic him in many ways. In my childhood, it shows. There's a lot of mannerisms I have, things I do, the way I speak, are because of Tom. A lot of my interests, I play baseball, I swim, because I saw Tom doing those things. And the first half of my life were adoring my older brother and trying to be like Tom, because Tom's the best. And then I reached a certain point in my life where Tom and I became friends. I was old enough to be interesting to him. And he decided to spend some time with me. So my fondest memories of my childhood, honestly, are on Friday and Saturday nights when Tom was in high school, and he would have plans to go out with all of his high school friends, Dan, Ben, and Toby. And he would see me, he would be all dressed up, ready to go out for a party in Manhattan on the town. And he would see me laying there in boxer shorts on the couch, watching the Mets game. And instead of leaving, he would strip down his boxer shorts. And he would say, you know what, Bill? I'm going to spend the night with you instead of the guys. And those were the best times of my middle years. So then, those were great times, but then we moved on where we became best friends. I reached an age where Tom could call me for advice, I could call him for advice, we became equals. And I'll tell you what, there is no better best friend to have in this world than Tom Becker, as many of you know. next stage of my life. And then 2 years ago, I got a summer internship in Oakland. And I flew out there for 6 weeks, and I was very excited. I could hang out with Tom the whole summer, and I get to meet his girlfriend Mari, and really get to know her and do stuff with them, and we had these grand plans, and I was very excited. And I got there, and I was like, I'm not number one anymore. And honestly, it was really, really hard for me. I would call my parents, every night basically and say, I can't deal with this. I'm not Tom's number one anymore. Like, all he wants to do is hang out with this girl Mari, and I'm just like, chopped liver. But as the summer progressed, I learned to love Mari in so many ways. And she's so fantastic, as you all know. And I realized something. As I've changed through these phases of life with Tom as his little brother, and now his best man, I found that Tom is now finally at his greatest point. And the way that I, galvanized that was I called my parents and I was like, I'm not going to call him Tom anymore. I'm calling him Tamara. I request that all of you call me Tamari for the rest of the day. Because it's very appropriate, because they can't do anything without each other, and they're as deeply in love as you could possibly be. So Tom, Mari, thank you for everything. I love you both so much, and I'm so happy for both of you.